So today we're creating this everyday soft glam makeup look that's really easy to create, and I'll also be using new makeup products. So if you're ready, let's get into it. So first I'm going to start off with hydrating my skin. I don't know if this is a new spray or if this is a spray that they've been had, but this is the Fix Plus Prep and Prime Setting Mist. This is going to help hydrate my skin. It did come with their skincare package, so MAC has a skincare line now, which I'm super excited to try out, but this is the Fix Plus spray that comes in that skincare collection. So I like to spray setting mist before applying makeup because it really helps to hydrate my skin, and I feel like it's a perfect way of prepping your skin to make your makeup just look smooth and look kind of soft on your skin and very natural. So for primer, I'm going to use the MAC Studio Radiance Moisturizing and Illuminating Primer. So this is supposed to be an illuminating, moisturizing, and silky primer. To me, it looks like more of like a moisturizer than like a highlighting primer, which I prefer more than like an illuminating primer because I do have dry skin, so I typically like applying primers that are more moisturizing and hydrating on my skin, and this feels so hydrating on the skin. My makeup products and skincare products not to have a fragrance, but this has a fragrance, but it's not too strong. So this is what the primer feels like on the skin. It definitely feels really moisturizing and hydrating. So I would say that if you're gonna use this primer, I wouldn't really recommend spraying your face with setting mist just because I feel like this is moisturizing and hydrating enough. So next is foundation, and I recently got the L'Oreal True Match foundation. So this is more so like a new packaging for the L'Oreal foundation. So it does come with a pump because the original foundation does not come with a pump, and I'm just glad they added a pump because it's so stressful using that foundation. So they sent me 3 different shades that I'm gonna swatch out to figure out which shade matches my skin perfectly. So this first shade is shade 9, and that's what it looks like. It looks like it's a little bit too light, but the undertone is definitely a warm undertone. I do see a little bit of yellow. This is shade 9.5, which I feel like this one is a better match for my skin tone. The undertones do look the same, but this one is definitely darker, and this one looks like it would match me actually. The next, I'm gonna swatch out shade 10, and this is what it looks like. This looks like my summer shade. It looks like it has a little bit of red in it, but I think this one gives me that perfect like neutral / yellow warm undertone. So I'm gonna go in with shade 9.5. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this foundation all over my skin, and this is definitely medium coverage to full coverage foundation, which I feel like is perfect for an everyday soft glam makeup look, and I also think it's really good for all skin types. I do know this formula does not say it's oil free compared to the original formula that is oil free. I prefer oil free foundations because they last longer on your skin, and they're perfect to wear every single day because they just make your skin look like super flawless. So I'm not sure how long this foundation lasts, but the original foundation lasts on the skin pretty long. So after that, I like to take a beauty sponge to absorb all those excess oils on the skin. Sometimes foundations have so much oils, so a beauty sponge is a perfect tool to use to make sure that the oils are not just sitting on the surface of your skin. So for concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Say Hydra Beam Brightening Hydrating Creamy Under Eye Concealer. So this is a light coverage concealer. It's supposed to be really hydrating under your eyes, and it's supposed to help brighten up your under eyes, which is the type of concealer I love. This is in the shade HB5, which is for medium to tan skin tones with golden undertones. So if you're of a warm undertone like me, I feel like this shade would work perfectly for you. They also have different shades and different undertones on Sephora. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this e.l.f. complexion sponge to blend out the concealer. This does say it's a liquid concealer, but it feels like a thicker, creamier concealer. It doesn't feel like a liquid formula. I would say it's more so of a creamy concealer, but looking at it, it blends really nicely on the skin. And I love the fact that it's hydrating, so your under eyes are not going to feel dry, and I can use this with any type of setting powder, including a matte setting powder. And that is why I love hydrating creamy concealers, because they don't leave your under eyes feeling dry and dehydrated. So after blending out concealers, I like going in with the clean side of the beauty sponge and just going in and blending out any harsh lines before setting it with any powder. This allows the concealer to look really blended on the skin. And if you have dry skin and you feel like all these makeup products that you're applying on your skin are really dehydrating your skin, they're making it more dry, you can go in with setting mist and just spray your face again just to kind of help hydrate it so that the products that you're blending on your skin blend out a little bit easier. Then I like to use a little bit of the concealer that's left over for reverse contour. This is going to help structure my face without applying any contour. I love how that concealer blended out on my skin. It just blended out so smoothly, and it's very soft on the skin. It's not like too harsh. So I recently got this Milk Makeup matte bronzer. This shade is more so of a really warm deep brown shade, which I feel like is perfect for bronzer and structuring your face. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this Real Techniques contour brush, and I like to apply it directly on the applicator and just use that and go in circular motion right where I have those shadows to help bring back structure on the skin. This shade is like a really nice warm shade, so it really just acts as a bronzer. So I don't think I would need bronzer on top of this. It adds a lot of warmth onto my skin. And I'm also noticing that it's really easy to blend, so they're very, very moisturizing on the skin, which gives it more of a really nice soft focus finish. So next I'm gonna go ahead and apply blush. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Multi-Use Balm Glow. So this is a balm that you can use for so many different things, such as like your eyes. You can put this on your cheeks and your lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this as a blush, and I'm just applying a generous amount and checking out the pigmentation. This definitely looks really pigmented. It definitely gives more of an oilier type of finish, which I usually don't mind because I like to set it with setting powder anyways, but this is a really natural blush. It doesn't look like too highly pigmented to where it takes away from the makeup look, which I feel like is perfect for this soft glam makeup look. So this is what the blush looks like. It's very oily, so I'm definitely gonna have to set this with a matte powder. I would say that you definitely want to apply this with a brush, especially a dense brush like this one, just so that you can get more pigment out of the blush, because I feel like when you apply it with your fingers or a beauty sponge, you're not gonna get as much pigment. I feel like the brush definitely gave it a little bit more pigment, but this is a very natural skin-like blush that I feel like you can definitely use every single day. All right, so we're gonna set all this dewiness with powder, and I'm gonna use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder, which is like an OG favorite. This is like one of my favorite powders because it's affordable, but at the same time it's like a smoothing powder like never seen before in the drugstore. And I'm also gonna go in with the HD finishing powder. I feel like these two go perfectly together to create a really nice soft glam makeup look, because it just gives you a really nice smooth finish. So first I'm gonna use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, and this is in the shade Tan. And to apply this powder, I like to use a powder puff because I feel like it gives me enough coverage and it just helps smoothen out my under eyes. And I'm also going over that blush because it has a lot of dewiness, and when you set it, it just stays in place and doesn't move. I'm also gonna place this on my forehead area. So I like to take whatever's left on the powder puff and just go over the foundation to set it. I'm going for more of a matte finish. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set the foundation and apply a little bit on my forehead area as well. And as you can see, that powder just helps to smoothen out everything. It helps absorb all the excess oils. I like to go in with finishing powder as well to help smoothen it out a little bit more. And it also helps to brighten up your under eyes. So I'm going in with this one in the shade Banana. This is by NYX. It's the HD finishing powder. So I'm mainly focusing this powder on the inner corners of my eye because I want to brighten up that area. So we're gonna move on to eyeshadow, and I'm gonna keep it very simple. So today I'll be using the Florisys Floral Engraving Goddess Makeup Palette. I love their eyeshadow palettes because they're normally very pigmented. So this palette comes in a lifelong romance gift box that comes with the eyeshadow palette, and you get this beautiful nude lipstick within the gift box. So this is what I'm gonna be using today. First, I'm gonna prime my eyelids, and I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I like to prime my eyelids because it really just gets the eyeshadows to show up on my skin more, and it also helps get rid of that discoloration on my eyelids so that the eyeshadows have like this natural true color. So first, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. So this is a really intense transition color, so it just helps to transition all the shades together. So I'm placing this right on my crease crease area, and I love that it's closer towards the color of my skin because it's going to appear very natural on my skin compared to something that's darker that would look more like a smoky eye. This specific palette is new and it's reformulated for minimal fallout. It's very versatile, which I love, so you can create soft glam makeup looks and you can create like really full glam eyeshadow looks. The palette is talc free, which is good, and it includes shades that work perfectly as vivid eyeshadows, or you can use them as standalone highlighters. So I'm just placing this shade all over my crease. I'm not really placing it in a certain way because this is a transition color. It just goes perfectly all over the eyelids. So as I'm blending these eyeshadows, they feel very soft and pigmented. They're really easy to blend on the eyes and you literally get minimal fallout. I literally don't see any fallout under my eyes. Next, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. So this is more of a darker brown shade. And with this shade, I'm just gonna focus it right on the outer portion. This is going to just help add a little bit of shadows, and this also acts as like an eyeliner, so you don't actually have to apply eyeliner. It's really easy. So next I'm going to use this shimmer eyeshadow shade right here, and I like to pick this up with a fluffy brush, and I'm literally just going to place that right on my eyelids. This is going to give me that super stunning sparkly look. Wow, this eyeshadow is bomb. Like, it gives like a really nice shimmery finish without looking too much. Like, this looks perfect as just like a eyeshadow on its own, and it looks like it can also work really nicely with a really colorful eyeshadow look. And I also want to give a huge thank you to Floris's for partnering with me in today's video. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply eyeliner. I'm going to use the Rare Beauty lip liner. I tend to do this when I'm looking for a creamy eyeliner. I like to use a lip liner. I feel like it works so well. So I'm going to take this and just go over this dark brown eyeshadow just to deepen it a little bit more. And I also like to line the waterline as well. So to finish off my eyes, I'm gonna go in with mascara, and I'm gonna go in with the Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara. So this is new from their recent collection. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my lashes before I apply any lash extensions, and this just helps hold up the lashes. The wand of this mascara is very, very small, so I feel like it's perfect for smaller lash hairs. I wouldn't really say this is a good mascara if you are looking for length on your lashes, because I feel like it clumps up my lashes a little bit. It doesn't really give me like full length compared to, like, for instance, the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. It's a good mascara to apply before applying your eyelashes, because I feel like because it's thick, it's easier to apply your lashes. So for eyelashes today, I'm going to use the Eyelure London Wispies. These are like literally my favorite because I feel like they go with soft glam makeup looks because they're very natural. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop these lashes on. I like to cut them in half just so that they fit my eyes and just so that I don't feel it towards the inner corner of my eye. So these are the eyelashes. I absolutely love them. I feel like these are perfect for these types of eye makeup looks that are very simple, but you're looking for like some really nice wispies. All right, so next I'm gonna go ahead and apply a matte blush. So I'm gonna use these Peripera Ink Velvet blushes. These are not new. I recently did a video on these and I've been loving them because they're really soft and velvety and they go really well on top of powder. So I'm gonna mix the shade 31 and the shade 17 together because I feel like it gives me the perfect mauve color for brown skin. So first I'm going to take this blush and I'm going to apply it right here, kind of like where the transition color is. And I usually like to match my eyeshadows with my blush. I feel like it just gives it more of a monochromatic look. I think it just looks really pretty. I'm also going to apply a little bit around this area. Next I'm going to use the blush and apply it on my cheeks as well. And mixing these two shades together gives you a soft pink color, which is exactly what I'm going for because I feel like it gives you more of that really gorgeous, like pinky, girly type of look. And then I'm just gonna go in with the sponge that I use for the powder to press that onto my skin. So next I'm gonna go in with highlighter and just focus that right where the highest points of my cheekbones are. So now I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with the Rare Beauty lip liner. This is in the shade Strong. Then for lipstick, I'm gonna use this lipstick by Floris's. This is such a gorgeous like packaging. It is crazy. So this is the Blooming Rouge Love Lock lipstick, and it comes with this lock style packaging where you press it and it pops up the product. This is like a soft pink lipstick. It's very moisturizing on the lips. It doesn't dry out your lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. It's like a nude shade, but it's like a perfectly creamy lipstick that is really moisturizing on the lips. It doesn't dry out your lips. So the lipstick formula is enriched with extracts of cotton rose. It also has summer snowflake flower and Madonna lily. And all these ingredients just help nourish your lips, and it helps reduce lip wrinkles. So these are the lips. You can wear this on its own, or you can put on some lip gloss on top of it. So I'm gonna use the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Ginger Snap. I'm gonna add the Lancome Juicy Tubes Original Lip Gloss. I absolutely love this palette. I love the fact that it's very versatile. And I also want to give a huge thank you to Floris's for partnering with me in today's video. But if you're somebody who's looking for a full glam makeup look, then definitely watch this video right here, because I create this super gorgeous full glam makeup look for different occasions. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video.
KLJ, welcome to a channel where it's poppin'.